Hey nerds, join us on Discord and hit that subscribe button.
Hey nerds, you know what it is. This episode of Venture Forth is sponsored by Hero Forge. Hero Forge offers fully customizable tabletop miniatures in a variety of fantasy species and thousands of pieces to choose from, all within your browser. So no app to download or anything like that. No client on your computer where you have to download new modules and things like that. It's all within your browser, on the internet. Super cool. There's a special feature if you get the pro subscription called Kit Bashing, which allows you to very minutely get into the minutia and customize your miniature. If you want to put a bunch of earrings on your Seeker mini, you want to put a bunch of bandages on your Kellic mini, or you want to make Oma have little baby arms because she's just a little baby, you can do that with Kit Bashing. It's super cool. You also get a bunch of exclusive accessories from their shop that are only available on the pro subscription. Once you're done, you can order it from Hero Forge and they print it out and it looks amazing. You can look at the ones that we have been sent by Hero Forge. They're beautiful. Or you can download the STL files and print them yourself or send them to your buddy who has a 3D printer. I feel like having a 3D printer buddy is the same as like what it used to be to have like a buddy who has a truck. It's just like you just got to have a friend who has one of those things. Anyways, that's Hero Forge. They're super cool. They add new content every week, like a certain Dungeons and Dragons podcast, if you can even call us that anymore. I feel that we have transcended that nomenclature. We are something above and beyond a podcast. We have transcended. Speaking of, we have a website, ventureforthdnd.com, that has stickers that you can pick up. They're super neat stickers. The art is amazing by Emily E. We love that art. We love those stickers. But if you want to support us in a way that doesn't involve stickers, because maybe they're too much of a hassle, maybe you don't know where to put them. Do you put them on your binder or your bottle or your laptop? It's very stressful. It's a lot of stuff to choose from. So maybe you just want to support us in a way that's a little lower key. You can check out our Patreon. There's loads of exclusive content on there. We're doing some weird experimental stuff at the moment, trying to figure out some other content we can make for y'all. Do check that out. That is a huge way to support us. It is the main way that we keep this thing relatively on the rails, keep the track in front of the train. We have tons of new exciting developments coming up this summer, and I can't wait to share them with you. But I mum's the word on that right now. Can't say any more on that, but do check us out on Patreon. Your Patreon subscriptions help us with all of our goals for this show. So thank you so much. And without further ado and faffing about, here is Venture Forth.
That can't be good. I'm Kellic.
Flynn?
Sika.
Oma.
And I'm your DM, Seth. Welcome to Venture Forth. When last we left our hero under the under the stifled light of the falling sun, you all made your way into the city ruins of Primordia and safely escorted the dust goblins into the designated ruin near the city center. Kellic set about making the space safe from the incursions of the undead and other ne'er-do-well types you've tangled with in these last weeks by way of a powerful enchantment, and conjured into existence a temple to the gods here within this fallen landmark, to a different version of Kaldor from history.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Oma and Flynn had their customary moments of squabble and odd way of showing care and affection for each other, and Seeker and Drennick returned to the city rim to gather the other half of the Dust Goblins. Oma then returned alone for the final trip, and her and Flynn ran into a spot of bother in the form of a zombified blue dragon prowling the ruined streets. I love that phrase. It's spot of bother. Oma then returned alone for the final trip, and her and Flynn ran into their spot of bother in the form of a zombified blue dragon prowling the ruined streets. But you managed to avoid it narrowly thanks to some quick thinking, some agility, and a gambit from Drennick to lead the beast away. You all stood vigil as night fell, and Drennick eventually returned, injured but alive, and Kellic learned a bit about how the Dust Callers managed to avoid the worst of the wild magic surges prevalent here in the Waste. You healed the injured druid, rested, made a plan for your journey into the Sacred Octagon, and then, the following morning, departed. But a few mere moments away from the central encampment, a deep thrum of magic began to echo forth through the ruins, and the sky in the direction of the central encampment begins to glow a emerald green as something there has begun. So, you are all on the ruins of the streets. Here, you do not, oddly, have not really come across any additional undead patrols or anything like that wandering the streets, but you see is this...
And where does it appear to be coming from? The ziggurat?
From the encampment, the direction that you know the encampment is. You're still a couple minutes away, but yeah, from that direction. You're close enough to see like the sky kind of just like, again, in the way that like, you know, at night when you see lights and there's kind of that halo of orange in the sky, it's kind of similar to that, but instead of orange, it's like this green, hue. Yeah. And there's like a static in the air. It kind of lifts the hair on all of your guys' necks and arms.
Like an ozone. Do we see the octagon at all or outline? Or
not from your current vantage point. Okay. No, you're still a couple minutes away.
Do you think they're activating something?
Yes.
I've been thinking about it, and also I read a little bit more of the tragedy of the loss. It strikes me that the construction of those towers and this platform, whatever it is, it's some way of rebuilding the connection of Primordia and the High Mountain. So I hope that it's not that's happening right now.
Well, but like, that used to be a thing, right? So like, it's not all bad because there used to be a connection, right?
Except people used to use it just to confer with them, learn from them.
I don't think they want to talk to their god.
Well, I guess my question is like, if we take out the bad guy, which that's our plan, necessarily we don't really have to destroy the connection if the bad people, do you know what I'm saying? The Lich is going to use it for a bad reason.
Should we care right now?
Yeah, like I think
we don't necessarily need to destroy.
We don't need to destroy it
itself. Yes, right. I agree.
Should we see what it is though?
I mean, we're going that way.
It's a bit risky if we're trying to go to the octagon.
Oh right. Yeah.
Is it in the direction that we're already going?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, you guys are east of the central.
We're east.
We have to pass through this to get to the.
You have to go. I mean,
around.
So you guys are east of the center of the city in the ziggurat. The Temple of Laurus, the Sacred Octagon, lies on the western side of this big central square. And you guys remember seeing the big diagrams and the overlays of the city.
So, in theory, do you think maybe we can go a little closer and then as we're walking around the perimeter, kind of.
Yeah, I think
take a look at it.
It's got to be safe.
It's a good idea to at least get an idea.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you two lead the way. You seem to be better at the scouting and staying quiet than.
Let's keep our distance. We don't want to let them know we're here yet.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, we'll go off of your lead.
Okay.
Kira, you.
Oh yeah. Kira's here, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, she's been with you guys.
Okay.
Yeah, as you guys turn to her, she's kind of behind you, and is kind of just looking off to the east, at that green, and you see like there's a furrow in her brow as she's just like thinking and contemplating what that might mean. Yes. We're still not talking. Okay, fair enough.
Yes, your eagle eyes will be of use, I think, is probably what Alma is hoping to convey. I don't know.
Well, if that is what she's hoping to convey, and Kira's kind of looking at Alma with a little smirk on her face. My job was to get you to the Sacred Octagon. It's not done yet.
All right, so yes, we'll seek her as you lead, maybe get us roughly within range to see.
Okay.
I have a question. When she says that, can I look at her? I'm not really good at this, but I just want to know, is that all? Is that the only reason she's going? Is because she wants to get us to the exact place where we said? Or is it for some other reason, maybe why she's sticking around?
I'll say roll an insight check.
That's very funny.
Roll an insight check for me.
It's not going to be a good roll, but I
You
can
could
roll
crit.
high.
You
never know.
don't
Do
have to
it.
put that on.
Well, you didn't crit.
Something in my eye. God.
He spoke
I
that.
rolled a
He
6.
spoke that.
There's a lot of dust in the air.
She's a consummate professional. She said she would get you to the Sacred Octagon.
Definitely something on my mind.
That's where she's gonna get you to.
Yeah. Because we've all kind of seen the Or no, I guess it's always happened.
Mm-hmm.
So away, so we don't really know that they've been chatting. Okay.
But
Kelly does.
A little bit.
Yeah, you probably pick it up perceptively.
Well, we talked about it, yeah.
Okay.
all right. But she
closer. Get a little closer, if we can.
If we can. Also, we can watch the sky, see for any change. Is it like it's like consistently green? It wasn't just. It's like pulsating.
Well, now it's kind of like
The pulsing.
like it's consistent, but it like dims and then grows and then dims and then grows.
Oof.
Could I take a moment to close my eyes
Okay.
and like feel for the threads of magic
Okay. Yeah. Go
in
ahead
this area and just
That's
like see if
cool.
it feels like chaotic or
go ahead and make a. I forget what do I usually. I think it's just a wisdom check, right? It's just a straight wisdom check.
or charisma.
Your meditation.
Wisdom or charisma, like
I'll say is
spellcasting
this one is
modifier, yeah.
intimately tied to your magic. So I'm going to say, make a charisma check, and this is going to be at advantage because you are so close now.
Man, I've been doing that a lot, rolling like one number difference between them. That's an 18.
18. Okay.
Just my charisma, right? Just base charisma.
just flat charisma mod. Okay, Olma. You close your eyes, and you did this in Nuxvar before you came in, and you've been doing it periodically throughout your travels here in the Waste as you've grown closer. And as you close your eyes, and you feel how close you are now to where so much of this began for you and for your family. The thrum of that magic, the sort of pulsing of this, you feel like in time within you.
Could I infer that someone might be trying to do the same, because I've seen the ritual now multiple times from the memory crystal. Could I infer anyway whether or not this might be the same ritual or an attempt at the same ritual?
Make an insight check for me. I'll say at advantage also.
Oh, fuck.
No way.
Not even another Olma, but like full form.
What was it called?
Fully evil.
Fallen Storm.
Fallen Storm.
New Fallen Storm.
Yeah.
Ooh, no, I rolled terribly.
Do the bend luck thing.
I
Do
can't.
something.
Wait, is that
Tie the chaos.
advantage?
This is advantage.
Oh.
Shit.
Oh, no.
That's such a good theory.
13.
13. That's not that bad.
Oh yeah.
Yay.
Well, no, it's not bad, but the rolls were bad.
Yeah.
My insight is just very high. Oh, man. I really wanted that to work.
The one, like, you think about it. The one thing that you get stuck on, I think, is who the vessel would be. And that's the point that you can't quite square. It's
Right,
like, who would it be?
because I know Korven knows how to do it.
Korven was there for the
Korven
original.
was there for it.
Yeah.
So it's like he knows how to do it. Who would it be?
Who would it be?
And
Yeah.
that's like the part you're sticking on.
Because we don't know. And so I'm like, maybe it's not because I can't imagine. Because he let me go. And like, I would have been a perfect vessel for that. Like, so I'm like, why did he let me go? Unless he knows I'm going to come here anyway.
Yeah, unless he knows anyway.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
I don't bring it up to anybody because I can't figure it out. No, because I can't, like, my brain can't process, like,
Oh, you don't share that? Okay.
well, because I can't process who it could be. So, like,
Yeah.
there's no conclusion. So, it's like,
Yeah.
if I don't,
It's just a nagging theory that you haven't figured out yet.
and if I could figure, because if I had any more, because that just feels like too far-fetched, I think, is that, like, my brain can't piece that together.
Yeah.
Guys.
Okay.
Finally get rid of Homa.
Oh, man.
That's
no.
creepy.
That's the one part you can't square. It's like, who would it be?
Yeah, but
Right,
did
like
but does the pulsing remind me of that?
Was
there a
you
green?
rolled a 13 on. Well, no, you rolled an 18 on your charisma check.
Yeah.
There is an element of this that is eerily familiar. But there's an element of it
Sure.
that is eerily familiar, right? In the way, particularly just like in the way that this whatever this magic is so concentrated. There is you keep running into that same question of like, but who would they make into it, right? Like,
Yeah.
who would be the vessel? And you can't square that.
Yeah, because they had to train both Cecilia and Alexandra a lot to be a vessel. Like they had to physically prepare them.
Mm-hmm. They had to be physically, mentally, and they had to be physically prepared, mentally prepared, and then also like
prepared.
Cecilia and Jesus.
Alexandra.
Thank you, Cecilia and Alexandra. Were quarter fae,
Yeah.
right? They had within them a bloodline that was innately magical in many respects. Who would be the person that is innately magical, that would be physically prepared, that would have the necessary constitution, that would do all that? Like, who would be that person?
Yeah,
You
so-
can't square it.
Let me at least say this. I will at least say this to the team. I'll open my eyes. I can feel the magic in the air inside of me too. But I don't.
Is it the same as? Because this whole place has been kind of.
It could be the same thing that I've been feeling this whole time, exactly. And I don't know.
But you're feeling something from whatever's going on up there?
Well, so you know how it's going like wham, 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 wham.
I guess that's how I describe the sound up
That's
here.
exactly the thought I was thinking.
So like I feel that beat inside too. And that I wasn't feeling before. Well, but I was kind of feeling the vibrations before. So maybe it's just that this is more of the wildness happening now.
That makes sense.
The thrumming is happening. Is there a physical sensation we're feeling, or is it just we're seeing it?
Or is it like audio, or is it like an audio?
Can we feel the thrum?
There is a slight physical sensation that's accompanied to it, but like
You explain more static.
You, it's very distinct.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like your heartbeat is in tune with
Yeah.
this. For the rest of you, it's like a static that like every time it pulses, it's like, it's like a brush of static across like your skin almost.
Yeah, and I think what I'm gonna do is like as we get closer, I'm gonna be looking for like a long like stone pedestal like for a body to lay on, and I'm gonna see how many like robed clerics I might see around, or like or wizards. Like I'm gonna see if I can see, because there were like 12 for Alexandra, and there were this. So I'm just gonna see if like I'm not gonna tell anyone this yet, but I'm gonna be looking for visual parallels.
Cool. All right. Good.
Oh no, guys.
All right.
I'm looking for a route to get us. I don't really want to go close, but I'm looking for a route that I think is distant enough to get some kind of view.
Okay. Go ahead and give me. I'm gonna call this a. Well, I'm gonna need everybody to roll a stealth check, please.
Go.
I'm worried about mine.
Don't worry. Get it.
Oh my god.
So good.
All of these dice are going to hell.
19.
19 stealth.
Gritty, bang.
No way. You are rolling hot, my friend.
Keep that dice
All right.
on deck.
Crit for Seeker for a 33.
Yes.
Jesus.
Good
Okay.
grief. Dude.
Where's Seeker go?
That's a 10 for Alma.
10 for Alma. She's
I'm over
very
here.
Distracted,
right now.
yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
over
Alright.
it
here.
makes sense.
Yeah.
21.
21.
Nice.
Hey.
Nice.
I rolled 19.
Otherwise, we rolled
Nice.
pretty well. Maybe
These
we'll
dice
bring
are
it up.
telling a story
Kira.
today.
Yeah.
Kira also rolled a 23.
Okay.
Nice.
So, the group overall is enough, but Alma, you're just distracted.
So
You keep kind of like
catch up.
you keep like finding yourself drawn to look that way, and kind of like you keep forgetting that you're supposed to be moving slowly
Sure.
and stealthily. Like your focus keeps drifting.
I'm looking very like closely. I want to see if it's yeah.
Okay. And as you get closer, you see that violent green begin to again kind of like intensify. Now go ahead and give me a survival check just to see how well you can kind of get a sense of the layout and the path that you're leading everybody by.
I think that's a 14. I'm gonna double check.
Okay.
Nope, that's not true. That's a 9.
9. Okay, cool. You begin to lead the group sort of down a series of pathways, trying to kind of like keep your direction in line with what you know, right? You're like, okay, there's definitely the center. You know you're to the east.
Mm-hmm.
So are you trying to skirt, you think, north of everything and come around the top, or are you going to go south?
Were we coming from this?
You're coming from the east.
Were we
Almost
straight
directly
east?
east.
Oh, directly east. So there's an encamp. They were being kept in the north and in the south.
From what you recall from Drennick, yeah, there was a sort of northern encampment and a southern.
I think north.
Okay, cool. You begin to skirt the group around it to the north. Takes you some time, and you lose about 10 minutes as you kind of have to you're like, wait, we're coming in too directly from the east. And then you have to double back a little bit and go north. Sorry, I need to start writing things down.
No, you don't.
So do
you
I.
don't have to write anything down.
Yeah, I also
do
need to write
I.
things down.
Need to write things down more.
I'm good.
From the east
From the east.
to the north, what do we march?
Did you spell terrified?
TARRIH.
TTH.
TPK?
Okay. So, you lose 10 minutes.
But we gain
Oh
French.
no,
Do
he's
we-
trying to time things out really closely. I'm nervous.
I'm curious, do we see the source of this light? Is it is the building glowing green or?
So, as you get a little closer.
Okay, sorry.
No, you're fine. You're
okay,
totally fine.
okay.
This is a great segment.
Yeah.
So, Seeker, you lead everybody a little bit north and you begin skirting around these buildings. And as you get a little bit closer, you start to look up and you do see now, after a short amount of time, actually, they weren't in the sky before, but you see as a couple of figures take flight and just begin circling around in this area.
What do?
Winged figures pretty up high. And you're able to
Doubtful.
There's no angel.
and now in the sort
Look at 'em.
of used light
Mateo?
of day, you see
Sorry.
you see three figures that are making these kind of broad circles around this central area. You see two creatures that look very much like the creatures that you two saw with your sojourn, and then you guys see
mean
one
like the-
creature
Two
like the
chimeras.
chimeras.
No, two
Chimeras.
chimeras
Yeah.
and one
two
dragon.
chimeras,
Yeah.
one dragon. And you see as they're just the three of them are just sort of their undead wings flapping as they are just kind of pinwheeling. And you guys managed to, thanks to your earlier stealth rolls, you managed to avoid the gaze of these creatures.
Okay.
And you come up and then kind of down from the north, and you see a couple of things.
Hate it when it's a couple.
To the north, you see a massive structure. You see a sort of these two twin pillars that go up and then are completely shattered at the top, like they were sheared off by something once they got above a certain height. And you see a huge dome that has been mostly caved in from the front, like this sort of, it goes up towards just the very, very edges, and then like an egg, the center of which has been rooted out, open to the air. You can see this incredible structure. In the front, still burning. In the center, you see these two plinths of a cerulean blue flame that immediately, the color of it, the tint, this vibrance of it, it looks familiar to you guys. You've seen this before, represented in different ways. It is the same sort of bright cerulean blue that you last saw a couple of weeks ago emblazoned in the eyes of the shield of a member of the First Blades team.
Fenrir.
The eyes of Fenrir.
Oh, yeah.
The sort of cerulean, dragon blue, draconic blue eyes.
That's
You
the
see these-
Fenris.
Yeah, that's the north
flames
one.
that are just burning still in the center, and then just this massive structure that is completely collapsed. And you
so we're
know
on the
that
right
this
track.
is, based on the map that Drennick gave you, the temple to Fenra.
Okay.
You see, sort of milling about, you see figures in red robes standing guard at the entrance to this place. And from your current vantage point, which is several hundred feet away still, but now the buildings begin to clear out as you get, so you're kind of hiding in this building, looking out at this square. You see goblinoid figures that are sort of like waiting, just standing back, looking at the center of this square, where you see a ziggurat, partially, mostly shattered, and what looks like rebuilt almost haphazardly. Big, great blocks of stone that have been relaid and placed up to this sort of rough pinnacle. Around it, you see 5 towers in obsidian black steel that are sort of curving upwards and even now glow with runes etched all along their surface. Each tower approximately, I think 30 or 40 feet, no, I'm sorry, almost 50 feet tall at the spire. They each come up into this sort of small platform, these spikes growing outwards and away from it, or not growing, but artificed outwards and away. And in a row, facing in towards the central ziggurat, you see embedded in each of these 5 towers, 5 big, large, green gems. Bent in glass. At the top of each tower, you see a figure in a red robe, hands up, looking inward towards this central ziggurat. As each of these towers is now funneling lightning, green, vibrant electrical energy that is arcing across the space between and coalescing in the center, where at the top of the ziggurat, a single solitary figure in a red robe, hands outstretched, scar across the neck. Korven Amberstone, sitting at the pinnacle of this ziggurat, staring at the place where all 5 of these arcs of energy meet and coalesce. That is what you see.
Fuck.
That's
That's a lot of bent in glass.
Yeah.
yes.
Is there a long pedestal or place for a
Stone
body?
plinth or anything for a body? You don't see one.
Okay.
So so it's the ziggurat that goes up to the point. He's standing on it, and then like the spires are kind of channeling electricity. And is it like the electricity kind of like goes from one pillar to the other to the
Each
other?
of the towers.
Or are they
Each of the
hitting a
towers.
central point?
So each of these towers is like basically at the top of each tower, you
Yeah.
see a figure in a red robe. You also see at the top of each tower,
Oh.
sort of like just like hands folded behind them, you see what looks to be a undead, but not the kind you've seen thus far. They're
Something different.
more robust, larger,
Okay.
more heavily armored. And they're each sort of standing just behind them, like stock still. But each of these mages is like standing, hands outstretched. From this distance, it's hard to tell, but I think you all recognize the sort of pose of someone who is deeply involved in some form
Concentrating
of
on-
ritual.
Does it look like
And-
the? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, and each of these 5, like basically this energy is like coalescing at the top of one of these towers above each of these individual casters. And then it's all funneling into a central point, and they all converge at the top of the ziggurat. And there, Korven Amberstone is sitting,
Okay.
his own hands outstretched. And that's what you
And
see.
it looks like he's like looking up at the center point that's right above him.
Yeah, it's like it's in front of him and above him just a little bit.
Can we tell if it's all being channeled into like an object? Like, is it a gem in the center that all this lightning, or is the lightning just coming to?
Make
Hitting.
a perception check for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I
It's
help
light
with
out. We don't have
that?
disadvantage anymore.
No, it's daylight, so you're fine.
Is
And
he,
yeah, you can roll. So, I mean, you guys are all looking, so anybody who
is he
likes you can roll.
speaking?
From this distance, ooh, you've got pretty keen
You
eyes.
can read. Oh,
Yeah, you can read lips.
Okay. Yes, he's speaking.
Is it common?
yeah,
Dirty 20 for perception for me.
Okay.
like a 8.
Okay.
27.
27.
Yeah, roll. Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
That's good.
That's good.
Perception. Oh, that's real good. That's 26.
26, 20, 27. Okay. You were looking for speaking and trying to figure something out.
Mhm.
You were just kind of looking and trying to get a sense of everything.
Yeah.
You were looking for something specific or just
No, nothing specific. Just trying to understand it. Trying to
Okay.
figure out
Yep.
what
Okay.
they're doing.
all of you guys rolled pretty well.
I mean,
20, 27, and 20 what?
26.
26.
26.
Yeah.
Okay. So you know definitively that these are, they are engaged in some form of ritual.
Yeah.
What it is, hard to tell. You do see, interestingly enough, as you look, you do see a stone tablet, but it's not at the top of the ziggurat. It's at the base on the southern side, and around it with that roll, drenched in blood. The two of you, with your rolls.
Sorry, quick note. Since we're at the north, would we see that at the south?
Mhm. Yeah, you guys are like, so where I'm picturing
Oh,
you
we like
guys are
north,
northeast.
Okay, got
And
it.
so you
coming
can
around.
see, you
Yeah,
can see
okay.
basically your line of sight is like
Got it.
kind
I'm
of
guessing
around
that this
to
is
the
like as
side.
we're kind of walking, we get like we're like walking and seeing as we move. Maybe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And well, you guys have now kind of in my head, you guys are not moving anymore. You've
Stopped at a vantage
and you're
point.
you're stopped at a vantage point where you can see,
Yeah.
and you're getting a lay of
Got
what's
it.
happening.
Cool. That helps.
The two of you with your rolls,
Yeah.
as you look and you look closely at the towers, you see runes that are carved all along each of these individual towers. You guys have seen abyssal. They're abyssal runes. And as he's speaking, it's a language you maybe have only ever heard a couple of times.
Well, that looks like some kind of siphoning of energy. And if they built towers,
Do you see the tablet at the bottom there?
some kind of sacrifice.
Some type of lots of sacrifices, it looks like.
Aye, kind of like they were doing or wanted to do at the Dakir ruins
Would that
to
be,
open a gateway.
Yeah, they did do that.
or to like bring something here?
Well,
That means we have to hurry.
strikes me if they built towers to each of the gods, then it was either to get to each of the gods or to get something from each of the gods. That looks like some kind of extraction, channeling.
Flynn, do you speak Infernal or Abyssal?
I'll think and I'll try and remember like when that happened, and I'll try and remember understanding a language I normally didn't. Did it go away when when the pact was severed?
Most of it went away, but you retain a sort of a it's akin to knowing a language and then just not practicing it for a very long
Interesting.
time.
Yeah.
There are elements of it that you've lost. I think that Flynn still probably roughly
I'll
understands
pick up words here and there.
Yeah,
And
but
it was
Infernal was what you knew, I believe.
Got it.
I think it was Infernal.
Yeah. No, but so
So yeah, I'll just kind of like close my eyes for a moment. I remember some stuff, but it's not what this seems to be.
Okay.
Kellic, I mean, understanding this is important, but we also don't want this portal to open if that's what it is. We need to get this phylactery destroyed.
Yeah,
We
there's
gotta
no
go,
other
yeah.
recourse.
Because there's no
It's
way
good to know what's happening, though.
Yeah.
We gotta move quickly.
Real fast, because it's
Well,
happening.
hopefully they're all distracted up here, so.
Seems like they're pretty preoccupied. So
And if we destroy the phylactery, maybe that'll stop him from channeling to come and fight us or something. And
Something. It'll at least make it possible to stop him.
yeah, that too.
That's the only place we can start.
Seeker, what are you looking at?
I'm trying to count how many soldiers and people there are around.
Part of your perception check. Okay. You notice that there are, as you look around, you can see that there are a number of undead here. There is, from what you can see, one at the base of the ziggurat. There's a set of stairs leading upward from the south to the pinnacle. You see one standing there. I also misspoke earlier. Korven is not the only figure atop the ziggurat. There is, similar to the other mages, there is a single figure that is attending him. That is also appears to look the same.
It's just two figures on top of a plain platform. There's nothing else. It's just two people standing there. Okay. Even in the center with the ziggurat.
In the center with the ziggurat, there's nothing else
there. No tables or anything. Okay.
Nothing atop it.
Okay.
Why are you looking at me like that?
Just stuff and things.
Lead on. Let's move swiftly, quietly. Yes.
Everybody make an insight check for me, please.
Did I notice anything? You said he was speaking, but it was not common. Okay. Insight?
Yeah.
26.
Did you go?
You go first. That's fine. Nice.
27.
27.
Again.
17.
17.
Nice.
He rolled pretty well too.
Insight. Why can't I find you? 16.
16. Okay. 25.
26.
27.
Nice.
Okay.
27.
Yeah.
Let's go, dude.
We gotta get them wisdom checks.
Yeah.
Get him.
Isn't enough.
You mentioned, you were saying, like, talking about they built 5 towers. 5 towers to each of the gods. Why? What's the significance of that? What did the 5 gods do? They created this place. They also did something else. You remember Thalnor's cottage? The story she told. 5 entities.
But 6.
Signing the contract. Signing the
But bound one.
And we both remember this at the same time, basically, or maybe a millisecond before, because you're 27 and I'm 26. Kellic,
Yes.
you don't think the middle with that like cage thing out of lightning might be symbolizing?
For the outcast?
That'd be crazy, right?
I mean, not that crazy. That's clear. That's their stated objective. I just thought this is some way to circumvent the island, I guess.
Maybe they're trying to bring the outcast here, and that's what this is for?
Right. They could
That's
just summon his... Because they put him away, right? The 5 gods.
He's been
The
found.
originals.
Yeah, and he was imprisoned on the island.
The island, yeah.
But presumably the island is just the entryway to what it actually is. So it could probably be moved with enough of the god's power.
So they are summoning by using God's energy.
Aye, or their complicity, I guess.
Well,
circumventing it.
If the gods bound the outcast and they built a tower for every god, they're trying to unbind.
Each seal, so to speak.
That's what they're trying. So that's what this is. So we gotta move quickly, because then we're gonna. This is about
We'll
to be
have
a
to kill
way
Korven
bigger
and the
fight.
outcast at the same time.
And
Glenn, did you make a bomb?
You guys! Oh my! I can't with you.
A bomb.
You might still have time.
Put your mind to it. You can do anything.
There might be something
Okay.
in that.
Let's go.
Okay, yeah, because we
Okay,
might have
let's,
the. Oh boy.
Yeah. Well,
I don't.
mean,
That's a big fight that I'm not
if
ready
he
to
comes
have
out,
right
he'll
now.
just wipe the
We might not.
slate.
No matter
Wait,
what, we
didn't-
start with the phylactery.
We might not have a choice.
Didn't your god say that they would help us for that fight?
Yes.
Okay.
She said when the time comes.
Okay.
She said I'd know.
All right.
Do you know?
Uh,
Do you feel?
not right now.
Okay. Okay, so phylactery first. Okay, guys.
Let's go. Seeker, lead the way.
Yeah, I'll start to head off. This is a weird question. Is there... I would love to gauge, like, where are they in this? Like, is this... Did they just start this? Is he getting louder? Is the energy... Like, did they just start?
That's a good question.
Is it coming to a crescendo?
As someone who has undergone a very long ritual yourself not too long ago,
Indeed.
Hey,
Yeah, true.
and who has performed yourself, but has also seen and been privy to a lot of other rituals in the most recent weeks.
Oh, yeah.
I will say, go ahead and roll. This will be this is going to be an Arcana check. And yeah, this is going to be a straight Arcana check.
I don't know if I'm proficient in Arcana. I'm sitting there, we're all looking at this thing. Is
You're
there a
all looking
way
at it, yeah.
that I could help him with this?
May I say something?
Yeah.
Guys, how much time do we think we have?
I don't have the slightest idea.
Or do we think that they are almost done?
I'm gonna look to see how sweaty they look.
Yeah, I'll
Well, how big the center point of
How
energy
tired-
has gotten, I
how
guess.
tired they
yeah.
look.
Okay. This is yeah, I mean, you guys are all looking at it. So I will allow it. You go ahead and all roll Arcana checks for me.
Can I give him advantage?
Thank you,
And not roll?
DM.
I'll give you
you can
advantage.
give him advantage.
Dude, 17.
Nope, I have no
Yeah.
clue.
Roll that again, right now.
That was a journey.
God damn.
How is that possible?
Did you
Never
do
giving
another
you
one?
advantage again.
What'd you roll?
Literally the same thing
And-
twice, and it was a 7.
Okay.
And so
Which
it's
is
a,
a lucky number.
I mean, but not. It's a 10.
Okay. 10
I got
for
a
Seeker.
filthy, disgusting, revolting 20.
20.
So
A
dirty.
4.
So dirty.
Dirty, filthy, disgusting, revolting. I love that.
I can't
Okay.
tell shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, you like the rest.
probably just
you guys are all
distracting
like,
him
I have
from-
no idea.
Yeah.
Like I did.
But Kellic, you have a little more
Somehow I
experience.
got Arcana.
You have a little more experience
Yeah,
in
you
the
just did
regard
this
of,
earlier.
He actually watched a
rituals.
lot of
You
rituals.
performed them.
rituals.
You're a little older.
I've seen a lot of rituals.
Yeah,
Okay?
you've seen some rituals before. With that check, the indication was that probably when you guys first felt it was when it started. About 15 minutes ago.
Ooh.
That was probably when it first started. Their end goal is still murky. You're not sure what exactly it is that they're trying to do.
Yeah.
But you gather, you have. It's a matter of hours at most.
Okay.
Okay.
Time to book.
At most.
Diff.
I can't tell.
Well, we saw the first explosion, I think, and that was the beginning.
That's when I first felt it. Yeah.
Okay, so then we know when it began.
I don't think dead people sweat.
I
so
really
can't
can't
tell how
understand
long
what they're saying. If we understood what they said, maybe that would help us.
I think we just gotta.
I'd have to cast. It'd take some time, but I built that temple in an hour, so certain things can be done pretty quickly.
Okay.
Especially if there's well, the gods aren't strong enough to stop this.
Well,
And the outcast is it's part of the deal that he's supposed to break free.
But if it took you an hour to build that, and they, let's say, are trying to bring the outcast here, that takes more
Yes.
Probably
energy
more
and time.
so
One would think.
So
maybe
maybe
a little bit more
maybe
than an
2 hours.
We have a couple hours.
let's try and get it done in under one, I guess.
yeah.
Ideally.
Yes.
But
We were only giving
On the plus
ourselves a
side.
day.
On the plus side, your temple will still be there.
Yes.
Okay, let's,
Well, at least for a second before the outcast destroys.
Just blows up the whole
let's
world.
go really fast.
Let's go.
Let's go.
And Olma, as you look to the center and that ziggurat, the point where all of this converges. Oof. 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 There's almost a pull. Like a
Siphoning.
magnetism.
Oh, magnetism.
Like something is. there is an element of whatever is happening there that is reflected in you.
Am I the only one who feels that, or does anybody else who has godly magic feel that? Just me? Guys, I feel kind of funny.
That tracks.
What do you mean funny?
Like I don't want to go over there, but I don't know, like when like calls to like or something like that.
Like a magnet.
Well, I that's not like making me go over there, but like I definitely feel something.
I mean, it's not. You've been resonating with this magic since we got here, right?
Yeah.
So it's not so foreign an idea.
Well, yeah, and this doesn't really look like the ritual that Celia went through, or Alexandra. But I don't know. Maybe there's something similar going on.
To make
Pulling the god's magic, essentially, at the end of the day, was what they did to make a fallen storm. So maybe it's the same type of concept, pulling magic and diverting it.
I just think we have to
You
stop
don't
it.
feel your magic being
You
pulled?
want to
No.
go in there?
I think we need to get the
Yeah, we
factory
need to
done.
go. We need
Let's
to go. We need to go. Yeah, I know that. And just sharing.
I know. Oh, we're here.
Yes, I think we should go.
Right? You all fade away from your vantage point, having seen now whatever it is that these people are attempting here in the center of Primordia. You can go around to the north and try to skirt around the edge, or you can go to the south, or you could try to go through.
Since we're already north.
Yeah, we
Already
just,
north and east a little
continuing-
bit.
Yeah, I want the
Yeah.
Stealth checks from
I
everybody.
don't want
for
a
me,
straight
please.
line, but I want like the
Mhm.
God, are you fucking
Stealth?
kidding me?
Had to
Stealth,
fuck up
please.
eventually.
Did you put your hood up?
No.
No,
I didn't put my
saving
head
it.
up. I'm saving it, yeah.
Okay.
Flynn?
Stealth. 17.
17,
25.
25,
13.
13,
10.
10, 27.
Kier's 27.
Okay, well, we're all over 10.
Okay.
10's the
You
DC,
all-
right?
What could go wrong?
There are a couple of, as you guys make your way north and around, at one point, just woof, one of these winged figures flies low and near your guys' location, and you just manage to avoid getting spotted by it as you all duck into buildings and jump in through archways to avoid getting spotted.
Secret pulls Kellic.
Yeah, right. You're walking, you just get yoinked into one of as
Unhand me! Oh, hi, Seeker. Sorry.
and Kira, like as Oma, you're walking, you just feel a hand grab on your arm, and she pulls you into a corner. Well, I'd rather touch you than die, so my apologies. And then she gives you she just looks down at you and then keeps walking.
She's so annoying, right?
I saw that. And then she looks at you and kind of gives a little smile. But you guys carry on and circumvent the camp. Keep going through the ruins. And you arrive. And you see before you a sprawling octagon. The walls are tall, like the initial entrance, even above ground, but they are crumbled, particularly from this direction of the center of the city.
Yeah.
And it looks like basically that whole side of the octagon is like blasted inward and collapsed. You see these fissures in these walls that raise probably about 40 feet into the air. And as you guys look around, you don't see any clear and obvious entrance at first. It takes a little bit of hunting, but eventually you find what looks like a large crumbled archway on the western side, away from the encampment, that is partially sheltered in the sort of wayward side, away from, again, the epicenter of whatever happened here a long time ago. And you see just shadows extending inward. And Kier stops.
Well, we're here.
Yeah.
Thank you for getting us here.
You're welcome. And she looks up at the green in the sky. So you guys are planning to do something about that, right?
Yes.
We're gonna try.
Just after we finish in here.
Right. Okay. Well, my contract's up. I got you where you needed to go.
You did. Do you think you can make it back to the camp safely?
And she smiles. I'll be all right. And then she kind of drops her smile. What makes you think I'm going to go back?
Well, your contract's up and you don't have to go further. Now, it is said that inside here there are lots of magical items that you might be interested in. Also deadly stuff, But then there's deadly stuff out here, so, I don't know what you want to do. We could probably use your help, since we don't have a lot of time. Kellic, you say maybe an hour or two for that ritual out there?
Yeah, give or take an hour.
Yeah, that's not a lot. And if we are right, they are trying to bring a really mad god here. And one of them is a lich, so that's also bad. But it is going to be dangerous either way.
It's a hell of a wall we're up against.
Certain death if we fail. For everyone.
Possible death if we succeed.
Very true.
I don't want you to go, but I don't know if I want to sign you up for more.
Okay. I mean, everything's dangerous out here, so maybe I'll stick around a little while. Or I'll take a page out of your playbook and leave.
Oh, I thought you were going to say, do some real cool magic stuff, but,
Or fake your death.
You're not that cool.
goodness.
That's what I'm saying. Not that it's not cool, just it feels like the other.
No, it's true.
Never.
Tigger, I think you're cool.
Thank you.
He's cool. I'm just saying the magic part.
Not that
it's not
cool.
just about being cool.
Okay, can we go inside now?
Yes, we have
a responsibility.
Okay. You're going to go. Thank you.
Just peter out and walk away.
I'll walk up, and if she will allow, I'll put my arm on her shoulder, and okay. We're going to do this.
Come back this time. And not in 12 years.
Do my best.
She hugs you. And then she looks. She pulls apart from you. She looks into your eyes. I get it now. And then she looks over your shoulder at the three of them walking away. I still hate you just a little bit. But I get it now. Even the shitty little one.
Heard that.
You were meant to.
She's talking about you, Flynn.
He's actually all right.
See?
You're both shitty. Be quiet.
We all have our moments. We all have our shitty moments. But, thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Okay. I'm going to go save the world. Or try. No, going to. Yeah. We're going to save the world, right, guys?
Yeah, we got this.
And she grabs your shirt and then pulls you into like a true hug. Okay. And then reaches down in your hand. And she grabs your hand. She puts her hand on top of it. She goes, I don't know if this will do much. And she casts Good Berry. She gives you 10 good berries.
Oh.
And then she puts her hand on you and she's going to cast Enhance Ability to give you advantage on intelligence checks. Fox is cunning. Don't die in there.
I won't.
I still got more shit to yell at you about.
Make it back safely. We'll see you when we get back. Look for whatever signal we can make.
And she reaches up behind her and pulls an arrow out of her bow, notches it. I'll go tell Drennick. And you see she steps into the shadow of a building and vanishes.
Okay, that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
It wasn't magic. It was just Kira.
Yeah, that's cool.
True.
Shall we
Yes.
traverse into the darkness?
Very fast.
Let's do it.
Um,
We're
let's
on a
go.
time limit.
Seeker, can you search for magic right now before we
Yes.
get in here?
Yes.
Right. Do you want to search for undead thingies?
Yes. I was going to one and then the other.
Oh, okay.
Just-
Get ahead of ourselves, Alma.
Yeah, to save time, I'll grab my tattoo and my eyes will flicker with that purple plasma, and actually they'll flicker and then they'll just light up as I cast Detect Magic, and I'm looking around to see what we've got around us.
I'm assuming like sort of as we're
As we're
crossing the precipice.
Heading in.
Yeah, because
or
like
the
I want
threshold.
to scan it for magic, but I also just want to look like, is there a tripwire on the
Right,
ground?
yeah.
Like,
Yeah, smart.
is there?
As you enter into the shadow of the sacred octagon,
Mhm.
you begin to descend down the set of broken, shattered stairs into the dark. You cast Detect Magic. Everything glows.
Yeah, it's magic.
Everything
Oh,
around you.
Oh, yeah, I probably should have.
It's almost overwhelming. It's like someone turned the lights on and you've been in the dark for a decade.
Oh god. What? What happened?
And you see it flexing
So
and
bright.
weaving.
There's so much magic. It's too much.
I guess that makes a little bit of sense.
You
Yeah.
okay?
I'm gonna. I'll
temple-
drop it. I'm not gonna keep it up.
And as you descend into these darkened stairs and come down, you see magic of all kinds, but heavily on the air as you enter is enchantment.
Oculus, and I'll search for undead.
All right.
Use Eyes of the Grave. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
As your
Seeker.
eyes flare and you look for the magic and your eyes
Seeker,
flare.
can you help us see?
Yeah, I can do it one time. You want to do it now or you want to do it later? Oh,
How long are we gonna be down here?
well, hopefully less than an hour. So
Okay, then.
come close. Come close.
I
All
can
right.
close.
Give them your sight.
Okay. You guys have dark vision out to 300 feet for 1 hour.
Okay.
I need you to mark that down. Okay. 20 minutes. As you guys enter. Wait, I'm sorry. That's not right. 30, because you had to skirt around to get here.
Whoa.
Okay.
Whoa. Let's go with 25.
I don't think I will, bud.
Yeah, so I'm gonna use that 300 feet of dark vision
Yeah.
to look and see if there's any like visual
Yeah.
traps
Okay.
or anything.
Yeah. Go ahead and make an investigation check for me. Normal roll.
You said heavy with enchantment.
Heavy with enchantment. All right. You look for Eyes of the Grave, and you see and occlude embrace this second form of sight that you have. You do not see or detect any heavy undead in your
Okay.
current vicinity.
Interesting.
How long does it last?
It's an action.
It's an action,
So it's
just-
just
it's like
a quick
quick
burst.
ping.
Pulse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing in this area right now.
Okay.
Cool.
All right.
Just a 10 for me.
Okay. Cool.
I don't see any
No?
traps, guys.
As you look around, you don't see anything other than just like the shattered remnants of stone that are laying across this staircase as you guys descend down and you arrive. You go down a good ways, probably 40 feet or so at least, and you arrive at sort of a landing. And you recall the schematics that you guys saw when you were in the Temple of Flowers within Westreach. And it's like out in front of you, it should be, right, open to the air. As it was this sort of inverted octagon with one central area that was open, but instead you just see rubble
Yeah.
and sand that is completely filled in the center of this octagon. That open area, that space in the center, at least from your current vantage point. And you see a long hallway that curves off and away to your left that is riddled with broken stone and long, dry, rotted remains of shelves and furniture.
Well, it looks like there's only one way to go.
It's odd. I wonder. Korven must have called with all the undead to him at the center. Because normally they'd be attracted to the factory itself.
Well, maybe they are down closer to it.
Yes, just keep your eyes out.
Unless for some reason he has it.
It makes sense. It doesn't at the same time. The whole
Right.
point is that he has
To
the
not
thing
keep it with you.
Yes,
Yeah, that makes more sense.
yes. But he also would keep it defended. And I'll lead us down the hallway.
Yeah.
You guys begin to walk down the hall.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
You see things begin to jump out at you, literally. As you guys, as you make your way down this hallway, you see chambers that do kind of lead off and separate sort of spokes that seem to go off into the dark. And you kind of constantly peek your head in and you see these areas, but you know that you have to go down.
He would keep it defended. So
You
if we
know
start
that
to see
it's-
defenses, then we...
And you begin to walk and you see long faded glyphs along the walls. You see faded murals, paintings that are almost intelligible now from whatever they used to once be. But you see mages depicted amidst swarms of people. Like, you can just make out like angry mobs that are raising their hands, and a wizard that is like standing, hands outstretched, smiling, speaking. And then in the next series, you see all the angry people lower their weapons and begin to have a conversation. You see two wizards locked together, sort of across from one another, weaving spellcraft and arcane glyphs that are flaring. And as you continue to walk, Oma, you're on the lookout for traps. And as you're kind of looking around, you're peeking around these corners, you hear something.
Wait,
Whisper.
do you hear that?
No.
I'm going to
Listening.
stop and listen closer.
You all listen. But Oma, they didn't want you.
Do you hear that?
Do we hear
No.
anything?
No, I don't hear anything.
Hear what?
What do you hear, child?
A voice.
What kind of
Did
voice?
it just say it once, or is it continuing to say it?
Just once.
They didn't want you?
Who did it sound like?
Can I distinct, like, man, woman, or is it just like kind of ethereal?
Ethereal. Male. Familiar.
Familiar, but I don't know who.
Oh.
Sounds like Griff.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Kind of sounds like Griff. A little, but it's kind of like ethereal. Which direction is it coming from?
Oh, it was like it was right over your shoulder. Like someone was against your ear.
I'm gonna look. Is there anything there?
Not
I'm
your
gonna
eyes.
turn in a circle. Do I see any?
You look around.
There's no doorways. There's no.
No doorways.
You did not hear it, and you did not hear it.
No.
I'm sure it's not actually here, guys.
Yes.
I don't know.
It's kind of like, do you remember when we went to the Underdark the first time and we were hearing things and seeing things like the head in the water
Yeah.
on the way to that?
Yeah.
Oh, don't remind me
Thing
of that.
with
That
all the
was
eyeballs.
Really creepy.
Yes.
Well, and also when I was in the cave and I thought I saw Xavier, but it wasn't Xavier. So I mean,
Seeker. If you weren't such a coward, Syl would still be alive.
Okay.
did you hear something?
You heard that, right?
Your face
No.
went. No. What? I just heard they didn't want you. What'd you hear?
I don't want to say.
I need both of you to make wisdom saving throws for me, please.
Oh, shit.
16.
16.
There we go.
Wisdom?
Mhm.
18.
Okay.
They may have wards of some type of protection. There was some magic I picked up.
You mentioned that there were glyphs that looked faded and broken. After seeing those and this happening, I want to, if I could continually as we move forward, I want to keep an eye out for glyphs that look like they might still be inactive.
Activated?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or still be
Cool.
up or if there's any on or anything
Yeah.
like that.
It's
So I don't
probably
know.
something trying to make us not want to go in this direction. So we're probably going in the right direction.
Yeah, I know, but I mean,
Did anything happen with that save or?
Not that you know.
would you guys feel weird?
No immediate effect.
No immediate. That's what I meant. It's like I
No
don't feel any
immediate
different.
effect. You don't feel any different.
No, I don't feel weird. I just heard the voice. It was like it was whispering in my ear. Can you do the thing, Glenn?
I can do something as well.
Hello?
Maybe we can split it.
Yeah, I
Little
can take Seeker,
thing.
but I'm worried. If it happened to them, it might happen to us.
It's true.
I can only protect one of us.
Aye, same.
Who are the best ones to protect right now?
Well, the only two of us that have been targeted so far.
It doesn't last very long.
It might be enough.
Okay. I'll go down to my...
Best idea I have.
That's, yeah. I'll go down to my pouch. I'll get some silver dust,
Mhm.
and I'll kind of do that low-high whistle. And as I do that, abjuration symbol sigil starts to glow, and the tattoo starts to
Such a good
glow.
whistle.
That
And
is a good whistle.
thank you. and I will. Seeker, could you just bend down for a second? I need to get this on your forehead.
Okay.
And I'll kind of just rub my fingers across, and that silver stays on his forehead as, in unison, that glowing silver and my abjuration tattoo kind of pulse in the same unison as I cast protection from evil and
Okay.
good on Seeker.
Okay.
I'll douse Alma's face with water. I steam.
Okay.
I wipe my face off. Why? How come he gets the dust and I just get wet?
Different kinds of magic. Sorry, Alma. Same kind of protection.
The books aren't always bad, huh?
I wouldn't have had to bend down at all if you had just done it on me, but whatever.
Outrageous celestials, elementals, fae, fiends, and undead. Okay.
Yeah.
And undead. And undead.
Yeah, I've been looking at it for
Maybe.
sure, but I just it's 10 minutes, so like
10 minutes.
It's okay.
Yeah.
That's
Long.
enough for right
Okay.
now.
yeah.
Okay. You cast these spells. They take effect.
Okay. Do you feel better? I don't know.
I don't know. Let's just keep
Still the
going.
same. Let's
Well,
go.
It lasts. It's not very long, so
Okay,
let's
that's fine. Let's
Okay,
keep
let's
going.
go faster.
keep moving. Keep moving.
Okay.
Keep
As
moving.
you guys walk through, continue moving.
Keep moving.
I need to tell you something.
No.
No, he's getting up.
What do you mean?
I don't like that. This is not precedented.
La 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 la. Earmuffs.
No.
No.
I had to say it was earmuffs.
Okay. Probably fine. The spell definitely works.
Sure, it's fine.
I'm sure
Okay.
it's fine.
I'm sure it's fine.
You guys continue on down the hallway.
Yeah, I think Kellick's leading us, right?
Kellick's
You're.
leading.
I'm
okay.
leading the way. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
All right. I'll. I mean, I think it's fair. I don't want to do anything, but I'll be in the back, have them in the middle.
Yeah.
Is that
okay? Yeah,
that's
yeah.
fair?
You have them two in
Okay.
the middle. Cool.
I'll take up the rear,
All right. Sounds good.
and I'll be keeping an eye out for those glyphs,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll just be watching just to make sure they're
Yeah.
okay. Like I
Okay.
don't want them to like just bolt down or die or fall over. Or
Yeah.
Look
So you
weird.
keep an eye on
I'll
the
keep
two
an
of
eye on
them.
them. I mean, I'm not the best at it, but yeah.
Okay.
I'll do my
cool.
best.
You keep an eye on them. Good.
Yeah. Go ahead, Kellick. Lead the way.
Kellick, do you know where we're going? We've been going for so long.
No, I don't know where we're going. You're kind of operating off of a couple basic concepts here.
Okay, well then, can you move faster?
No, Alma, we've got to be careful. There could be
Yeah,
traps.
aren't you? You're supposed to be looking out for traps too. Remember?
I'm looking for traps, Flynn. Don't tell me what to do.
Okay. Jeez.
Okay. You guys went. You said you went left, or you went left, right?
Yeah.
It was, okay.
Yeah.
That was the only open path.
Yeah, that
we
was
could
the only.
do.
Yeah, there was
that
only one
that
direction, I
Yeah.
think.
Okay. Cool. All right. As you guys are walking along, you continue down this hallway, and as a reminder, this edifice is larger than the one in Westreach. So you start to kind of feel the bend of that curve, right, as you're going around down to the left. And Kellic, you're leading in front of everybody, and as you're kind of walking through, you start to look out. Is there anything in particular you're looking out for?
No.
I'm just curious.
I guess pathways down.
Pathways down,
Yeah.
obvious signs of like of like the differentiation between something that's been instituted more recently
Ooh,
as
that's
a
good.
protection,
That's good.
you know,
That's good.
versus
yeah.
ancient.
Okay.
Yeah.
You keeping an eye on that.
Yeah.
You as you kind of are looking around, being very cautious, moving forward. At one point, you kind of turn around and you look behind the group, and a whisper in your ear as you look behind at everybody. You can't save them all. They'll die.
The hell I can't.
Yeah, like you stop moving. Keep moving.
Sorry, Alma.
Who are you talking to?
It's affecting me as well.
Shit.
What'd you hear?
Somebody said I couldn't save you all.
Well, obviously, you're not capable of saving everyone. We've talked about this.
I think I've said that before.
Well, you're all wrong, including whoever's agreeing with you in my ear.
Okay, well, fine. Let's
Well,
keep
obviously
moving.
they're wrong, but
Just let him have his
You're
savior
saying
complex.
the same thing, Seeker. So both of you are wrong.
He's gonna be the savior of the whole world, and then
I
he's
don't
gonna
know.
become a god. He's gonna be great at everything.
Alma, you're right.
I'm fine.
I'm gonna
Let's go.
take a look into Alma's eyes.
Yeah? As you look in Alma's eyes, go ahead and make an insight check for me.
Okay.
Yeah, like she's always kind of ornery.
Yes, I know. She's a bit bratty. And
Flynn, you
general.
hear something. It almost echoes like down a hallway, and you just hear, Flynn will never amount to anything. He's too small and weak.
Shit. Yeah, I'm hearing stuff too, Kellic.
what'd you hear?
Oh, you just want to be like everybody else and hear something too.
Both of you make wisdom saves for me.
Okay. That's a 15 on the inside check.
Okay, 15 total.
Stop rolling that dice.
17 in wisdom save.
Okay.
Is
I
this
guess we'll
frightened
find out
for
what the-
halfling or no?
Threshold is
Brighton for
okay.
halfling? No.
Because that's I think I get advantage on.
You do not have
Okay.
advantage on this.
Is this? I don't suppose it's being charmed because I do have advantage on those saves.
Roll at advantage.
Okay.
Nice.
Thank you.
I think. Let me double check.
Was that
Yeah,
cocked?
for
I think
sure.
that might have been cocked.
Yeah.
Because it was in the side, yeah.
Okay.
I don't want to roll. I'm scared.
Scary.
What is it? Is that better?
Wisdom
yeah,
save is
Okay.
here.
So what is it now?
Oh, Jesus.
24.
Okay.
Yeah. 13.
13. Okay. Cool.
I don't remember what.
As you look into Oma's eyes,
Yeah.
she looks totally normal. I don't know. I mean, what does Oma look like right now outside of just her normal self?
You see kind of like you have seen Oma in many ways.
Yes, I have.
She looks a little annoyed.
Oh, that's well, that happens.
All right. Two things to you.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Because I'm smart enough to know that this is weird
Mhm.
and that everybody's hearing voices.
Mhm.
Eyes of the grave again.
Okay.
Cedo oculos. And I'm just going to try and look around if there's something spectral.
Right.
Oh.
There's something that is not on this plane of existence.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
As you look around, no pings.
Okay. Second order business.
Mm-hmm.
I will pull the vial of water
Mhm.
from my pouch and I'll give Olmo a look and I'll splash my face with it.
Yeah. Okay.
And I'll cast Dispel Evil and Good.
Okay.
What is that? I don't know if I've heard of that.
Spell evil and good.
Yeah.
Okay.
You
I
splashed
haven't
your
heard of
face
that.
with
I
it?
splashed my face, so I am gonna have to roll wild magic on
Okay. Yes, you are. Go ahead and roll.
it.
Heyo.
18, so
Nice.
we're good
Nice.
on that.
Okay.
Oh, that's a big boy spell.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. 5th level.
Okay.
And then I'm going to try and use its break enchantment feature on Olma.
Oh.
Okay. Hang on.
Or you splash your...
Creature. Okay.
Yeah.
You splash your face.
Yeah,
on
you
Yeah,
use it
yeah,
on
yeah.
your- it's
Oh.
a weird spell.
Yeah, you
Okay.
can use it on yourself, but you
Okay.
can.
and then you
Okay.
can use it.
Okay.
Oh, that's so cool. Okay.
It's a 6 spell.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
So I touch a creature I can reach that is charmed, frightened, or possessed by a celestial, elemental, fey, fiend, or undead. So I guess I should know that it wouldn't work. But it says the creature you touch is no longer charmed, frightened, or possessed
Okay.
by such a creature.
Is it by one of those or just appear?
It is by one of those. Yeah.
Oh, so maybe if
So
you
it's
knew,
waste,
maybe.
probably.
Well,
Yeah.
But
Well, we
you,
don't
you would know
necessarily
that
know.
spell though.
Well, but he
But-
just.
Yeah, I don't necessarily
I don't even know if we
but
know
she
that
is
our
being
spells aren't working.
affected still. Yeah, I don't know.
Okay. Yeah. As you use your action and you reach out to Olma, you feel the magic sort of go forth from your hand,
Yeah.
and it envelops Olma. And
Do you feel anything, Olma?
No, Kellic, why? I don't like this.
Oh, fuck. No, sit back down.
Hate
Sorry, I
this.
yelled in the
We
mic.
hate to see.
I'm
that's
scared.
okay.
No,
It's fine.
Careful of the
Where are you going?
camera. Be careful,
It's
camera.
fine.
Where are you going?
Oh no! Don't
Whisper
do that.
earmuffs.
Don't do that.
No.
Oh no!
I don't like this. Okay. Sweet baby evil Loris.
as the enchantment washes over Olma, you feel no change. And you don't notice any break of any sort of, there's no release of any sort of innate magic.
I'm fine. There's nothing wrong with me. Let's
Olma,
keep
I
going.
don't think you're fine.
Alex, shut up. Can we go?
What?
Flynn.
Why? What are you mad about?
We have a time limit.
We do, but you don't have to be mean. Let's keep walking, though.
Thank you.
I agree that we should proceed, but I'm not going to stop being cautious, no matter how many
Alec,
children are yelling at me.
Alec, what do you think is
Not a child.
happening?
You're basically a child.
Shut up.
You behave like one.
Something is, and I guess I'll like.
So you two,
Have
you
a-
kind of fall back and let the two of them, because they're now like,
Yeah, I kind of take the lead and start walking.
Okay, they start
and
walking
I'll
and you
fall
fall
back
back.
to Seeker
Okay.
and just
Yeah.
kind of whisper to him. Something has definitely crawled up their arses, Seeker, and it's not just a hunger.
No, it's not. It came on, and it has to be. And it's probably related to.
It must be some kind of enchantment, but it's not of any kind I'm familiar. I tried to break it from Alma, and it's not undead. It's not a fiend. I don't know what it is.
Flynn, you're taking up so much space in this hallway. Oh my god.
Literally, I'm far enough. I'm going to move farther away from you, and you just shut up about it.
Do it. I'll just go ahead of you because I can walk faster than you.
Okay, well, I'm taller than you.
What kind of silly
you're
enchantment
not.
just
Feel
makes
taller than
people
you.
into shit?
You can feel whatever you want to feel, but it's not the
I
truth.
don't know.
Oh, I'm dealing with my magic, and it hurts, and I can't figure it out. That's what you sound like.
You're the one who's always in your book trying to learn your magic.
Which way are we going? Do you even know where we're going?
There's only one direction right now.
Okay, well, then just keep going that way and stop talking to me.
If it were any other circumstances, it'd be pretty normal.
Olma,
Yeah.
they just left you alone, like you were meant to be, like you'll always be.
Hey. Flynn, that's not nice.
I didn't say anything.
We're disappointed in you, son. Make wisdom saves.
Oh, I'm
What is
scared.
happening? What's it?
Dude, this sucks.
Okay, no!
Okay.
12.
12.
Yeah.
Okay.
16 again.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have one thing maybe I can do. I don't.
I have a thought as well.
You guys
It's-
are going so slow back there. Come on.
Okay, sorry.
What are you thinking, Seeker?
I have a thing that I.
Flynn, if you breathe on my neck one more time.
I'm not even close to you.
I'll grab my holy symbol and Laris light it up, and I will use my Twilight Sanctuary,
Okay.
and it's like a 30-foot sphere. So like this purple sphere, like kind of pulses out and out and out until it envelops us and much more. And then with you in it, It can end frightened, which I don't think you are, or a charm. And it doesn't say. It says charmed. It doesn't say by what. It can end. I can end charmed.
Does it work? Does it work?
Does it work? Please.
Who do you do first?
Well, it's the sanctuary. It's the circle. Oh.
Yeah, but
creature
this might
within.
matter. So.
Oh, okay.
So I'm
'Cause
behind.
it's when a creature ends their turn
Within
inside
the
of the
sanctuary.
aura.
Yeah.
Right?
Does it
You
move
can-
with him?
Yes.
It moves with
It
him.
moves
Okay, so
with
we'll
me.
stay in the aura, right?
It's
Well,
in
we wouldn't know.
If
So
it
we'd
keep
be
up-
You guys don't know.
No, I'm not
Seeker-
saying we stay. I'm saying like if he keeps up with us,
Yeah,
we'll
if he
be
keeps
in
up
it.
with you.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
It's-
Seeger, who do you do first?
I'm like stomping now because I'm so mean.
I will do Oma first.
Okay. Oma,
Yeah.
that feeling goes away.
Do I remember everything though?
Yeah. You remember everything.
Olma, did you?
Flynn, as this conversation begins to happen, you're the worst sentinel there's ever been. So you hear Melaru's voice.
Oh, shut up! Oma, move out of the way!
Make a wisdom saving throw for me, please.
Flynn, I'm sorry.
There we go.
Flynn,
21.
I didn't mean it.
21. Okay. No change. You're sorry, I didn't mean it. Okay.
Do you feel different?
Yeah. I'm so sorry.
It worked. Can you do it on Flynn?
Yes. Yeah, because I have a minute.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. I'll end the condition on.
I block the
The end of
hallway
charm.
so that Flynn can't get out
Come
of
on.
the aura.
Okay. And you suddenly feel that feeling go away.
Flynn. Flynn, you feeling better? You still annoyed?
No more than normal.
I'm really sorry, Flynn. I'll give him a hug.
I mean, almost apologizing. So
This
Did
is
you-
weird.
What kind of spell did you cast on her?
Wait, what did you do to her? This is weird.
I did. No, I
I'm
just
just
undid.
feeling guilty and apologetic. I know I'm sometimes
there we
grumpy,
go.
but
You can do that?
what?
Feel guilty?
Oh,
Oh,
shut
come on.
up! And I push him away.
Come on.
All right.
What was that?
I can't believe that worked.
What did you do?
What the hell?
There was an effect on you, and I asked
Yeah.
Laris to help end it.
It made me really mad.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know.
Seeker,
Yeah.
your grandmother would be ashamed of you, and you deserve it.
Why?
Kellic. They left because you deserve to be left. Make a wisdom save.
Can I look for some type of like anything on the walls that could be causing this?
Yeah, as
like
you look around, yeah.
anything.
Go ahead and make an investigation check
Yeah.
for me.
And we're still in the, it's still
in
up?
Twilight Sanctuary.
Gosh, Flynn, can you help me look? I can't see
I
anything.
don't see anything.
14. Okay.
31.
31. You don't have to make this save again.
Nice.
I have to make it again.
One more time.
Man.
Oh!
8
But you're in the aura.
You're in the aura.
for
This is
another
weird.
few.
Seeker, suddenly, like, as you have this conversation, you hear that thing and you are filled with, like, rage. Like an almost, like, you feel it boiling over as you get mad and angry. And it's their fault.
What
What are we doing here? Why?
are you?
What are you doing? Why are we here?
It's just the thing. It's just the thing. It's just the thing.
What's the thing? You're wasting our
You're just.
time.
I know.
Whoa, Secret,
You're
it's
just
fine.
mad.
Everyone's going to die.
You're
because
just
of
mad
you.
because you're just mad because of the voice.
It's just the voice,
Can
man.
anyone see
You
anything?
could
Do you
cast
see
that.
anything?
Use your own Twilight to help you.
Use my what?
Use the
the
Twilight.
aura.
You're in the aura.
Can I
Now we're-
access it?
Everybody make a persuasion check for me.
Oh man.
Everyone? Oh, God.
I'll say all of you have to make this.
Okay.
As you have to try to talk him into doing it on himself.
Guys,
Yeah.
all my dice need to be put in jail.
No.
It's I don't add anything, so it's 12.
12?
I rolled 12.
Okay.
12 is, it could be a lot.
23.
Nice.
Thank you.
Yay.
13.
13. Okay. As he so often is, Kellic, the voice of reason, kind of pierces
I
through
put
this
my hand on
anger.
his shoulder. It's all right. Deep breath. Come on. We've seen a lot of stuff together. We wouldn't mislead you now.
Okay.
And you use the effect to end it on yourself.
You were so much more mad than I was, even.
There he is.
I was real mad.
That is
This sucks.
What is happening?
fucked up.
I've
to say
never
the least.
seen you like that.
I don't get mad like
Does
that.
anyone see anything that's causing this?
I tried to look for spirits, but it's not that either.
Is there
the
something
air-
on the wall?
I don't see
The
anything.
air?
Air was like, it was magical.
That was like the cave I was in. It was the black smoke.
Do you think we're breathing something in?
Yes.
like
At the cave I was in, there was like a
when
nightmare
we
box.
went to go find that,
The cower cactus thorns. No, when I was looking for the cower
but
cactus
didn't we go
thorns.
back there with
We
you?
did. You're right. We went back
And they
there.
had that
and we had to
wish.
turn off the box.
Don't we have that box?
Well, I don't know.
Oh, we do.
Do we?
Forgot about that entirely.
I don't think that.
Is that the fight it with?
No, it's not. That's not obviously it. But I'm just saying, like, maybe there's something similar. Maybe we can turn off the smoke somewhere.
Yes, Seeker, you said that when you were walking down here, you saw a lot of magic.
Everything.
Can we
The
look
air.
for? Can we
It was
look
like
for
in
the
the air?
origin
It's in
point?
the air. We should probably stop breathing in the air. Okay, everybody, hold your breath.
I'll pull up my cape and I'll kind of like bring my cloth across
Okay.
to like make a like a.
Seeker,
Right, okay.
Seeker, do you have any way of looking where the origin of this gas is coming from?
I can try to detect magic again.
Okay. You use detect magic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll do it again. My eyes. I'm like
Squinting, yeah.
peeking
To
out
see if
my
there's
eyes.
an origin point.
And then I will. Yeah, I'm gonna. Oh God. Yep.
Once again, your eyes open, and this entire hallway is filled with enchantment
so
magic.
bright.
There is no
Pull up
singular
pull up your
source.
robe and just look through your robe.
Look through my robe. Okay.
Does it look like we're breathing it in? And I'll go.
The air is enchanted, right?
Everything around you is
We're
enchanted.
definitely breathing it in.
Okay.
Can I see anything brighter than anything else? Can I see any I don't think there's a
Is it
ventilation.
moving? Are the particles?
Yeah, is there any kind of a
I'm gonna say make an Arcana check at advantage because you have detect magic up right now.
Can we be walking while we're doing
Of course, yeah, you guys are moving. I'm assuming.
this? Yes, please.
So it's a 19.
19. Okay, Seeker, with that roll, as you're looking up, there are, and in your in the studies that you have done as it relates to magic, you look around and you see this entirety of this hallway is suffused with magic, and it is primarily enchantment. There are some, in fact, many magical enchantments and effects that are environmental, right? That are suffused throughout a space, that require, can require, years of effort by arcanists to undo.
Yeah.
This hall,
Is
the innate arcane surges within this area have warped and corrupted something here that maybe at one point was supposed to be beneficial and have now turned it into something that is not. There is no single point of origin. However, with a 19, you've all now successfully dealt with whatever the mind-altering effects of this are. And you understand that there is a period of immunity that happens sometimes after an effect has tried to insinuate into your mind. And you gather that you guys are probably all okay for now.
You see anything?
good news and bad news.
What?
Which one do you want first?
Bad.
I don't think we can stop it.
Great. Oh wait, good news. What's good news?
I think it's happened to us. We know it's going to try to keep talking to us. We just have to be strong, and we have to use our wheels, and we can talk to each other if we notice that this thing is happening again, and shake each other out of it.
Okay.
They're so mean, though.
Very mean.
All right.
So
well,
I think maybe moving fast and trying to not succumb to it, and yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's keep moving
Can
then.
we pick up the paces a little bit?
Yeah.
Is that you talking or the enchantment?
This is me talking.
All right.
This is me talking
Love
to.
everyone. Can we pick up the pace?
I'm not mad,
Yeah,
but I
it's
don't
not
want
mad.
to go fast.
Yeah.
I mean,
Makes sense, too.
this whole place is just magic.
It's
All right. You guys continue to wind down the hallway,
Mhm.
passing through the Hall of Whispers. And you
Stupid Hall of Whisper.
Yeah.
you arrive at an opening. The hallway opens up before you. You see a big chamber.
That's the entry?
You see a vast chamber that is extended outward and away from you. And there are skeletons that litter the floor.
Oh no. Do any of them look intact?
Oh, that's not a good sign.
They are inanimate right now. There is no necromantic magic that is working upon them. That is what you see, and an opening across the way. Where the hall continues.
Is there any indication of what killed these skeletons?
Make an insight check for me.
I recognize this kind of
We have
stuff.
to, if we're gonna walk across, we'd have to walk on them.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Sweet. Just want to be sure.
You'd have to
The
pass those. They're not like-
16.
They're not
I
all.
should say
of
they're
them.
not like layered. It's not like a layer
but
of
it's-
bone.
they're all
but
over
there
the
are
place.
skeletons that are just kind of like throughout. And what was your-
16.
16. Okay. You are a doctor. There's something that you notice about
You've
almost
also
all of them.
Gone in caves before, like
Yeah.
trying to deal
I've
with
been a
liches.
catacomb
Yeah,
boy.
catacomb
Yeah.
boy.
Yeah.
There is something very interesting that you notice about almost all of the bodies. The feet of all of them are like broken and like filled with fissures. They're all very old. And there's varying ages. Like some you see just are basically piles of dust. Others are somewhat a little more recent. And they're all like in these poses. They're all like hands are outstretched kind of as they're lying on the ground. Not towards any central object or structure. They're just kind of like they're lying with like their hands outstretched.
Huh. And otherwise, the room is virtually empty?
Yeah.
Okay.
You do see off to one side what can only be described as like a small elevated platform. It almost looks like a stage.
Huh.
What do you see, Kelly?
I don't know. Does anyone see a pressure plate or anything like that? And I sort of I hold my hand up so as to stop anyone from moving forward.
I'm gonna get down on the
I'll
ground
third.
Okay.
and see.
Okay.
Because something is crushing the feet of these, the people who've died here.
Oh man.
Okay. So you start to look down and you're getting on the floor and looking
Getting
for
on
an
the
enchantment on a pressure plate or something like that.
Mm.
Okay. And you are looking for.
I want to see. Is there an entrance to the stage? Like.
Oh, like maybe a backstage door kind of? Is that what you're
like
looking at?
that. Yeah.
It appear. Yeah, there does appear to be one.
Okay.
Yeah,
And
it's
going
like
off
behind the
somewhere
stage.
else.
Yeah, going off somewhere else. Yeah.
Okay.
The stage is probably. I mean, this is like. It kind of actually looks like almost a ballroom in a way. Like it has that sort of element of like, oh, this is like a big open area. There are like some entrances and exits. There's a little stage or something like that.
And
off
do
to
we
the
all
right.
get it? I think I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Were
All
the-
like,
They were all dancing.
Yeah.
Did they
Yeah.
look?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna ask that. And
okay.
what?
And then you all begin to hear music.
I don't like that.
Can I do
This
something?
is bad. This is very
I'm
bad.
gonna grab some like bandages from my bag
Uh-huh.
and stuff my ears. with them.
Okay.
I would like to. How do I do this? I take my fingers, rub them together.
Like
That
some
red
gauze, I
energy.
guess, yeah.
That red energy tattoo starts to glow.
Okay.
I take it and I rub my fingers on the ground and I kind of swipe up at an area and like spin my hand around as the wind picks up around
Yeah,
us.
yeah.
I'm a warding wind.
Mm.
Deafens.
Yeah, buddy. Bing bang boom.
As I finish, I say, "Stay close to me."
Okay. And you all begin to hear this sound of music begin to suffuse. You reach up to cast your ears in, and you feel the wind
That's a good idea.
completely envelop all of you guys, and the music goes away. You motherfucker!
Yeah! God damn it! I did the Kelly thing where I do a cool thing with the spell.
Right now.
Let's go.
That's what we call that.
Because we all.
Shit.
But it was also good because we figured out like why their feet were
Yeah,
broken and
yeah.
the music and then we were like we were all putting
Yeah, I
it
hear you
together.
guys say that. I'm like, wait, no,
God damn it! You son of a bitch. Okay.
And then I kind of just like do this in the air, like close.
Okay, and you
And I'll start
guys
slowly walking,
walk
trying not to
across
step
The
on
wild
it.
magic, right, on that?
It is a second level spell.
level?
Thank you. I did not think of that. I did.
No,
Okay,
thank
second
you
level.
for the
second level.
reminder. I appreciate
Yeah.
you guys being on top of that because it's a lot for me to remember whenever anything
no, yeah,
happens.
thanks for carrying.
No, that's
All
great.
right,
No,
fucking
that's
awesome. Warding wind, and you guys are deafened, and you cannot hear, and you
And I lead us
cross,
to the other side, trying not to step on skeletons, trying
Yeah.
not to disturb them.
and you guys make it across this room,
It was just nasty.
and none of you have to make the saving throw that I was going to make you make. Just for fun.
Yeah.
Guys, can you all make a charisma save? Please?
Yeah.
I just want to see how this would
You go
work
first.
out. This is just for me. This is pure.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Well,
Oh, I would have.
Dirty
Oh,
20.
yeah.
Dirty 20?
28.
Yeah, you have it perfect.
18 on the die.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
And secret-
8 on the
8?
die,
Okay,
and that's
cool.
it.
You would have got. You would
All
have
right,
got him.
Sweet. Well, anyway. Okay.
Auto happiness danced irresistibly.
Yes, sir. I ain't no
All
dancer.
right. Ooh, that was a big.
That's a nasty one.
That's
Yeah,
a
that would have
nasty
been real bad.
one.
Oh, jeez. That
Yeah.
could, like,
I was
Amazing
gonna
call.
blink. That's what I was gonna do, and I wonder if being on the ethereal plane would have helped.
Interesting. That would have been wild.
I don't
Okay.
know.
No way. Yeah.
That, you know what? That would have been a really
interesting.
interesting interaction with this in particular.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Because the other thing, I want to tell you guys. Never mind.
We'll talk about.
We'll talk about it later.
Stars and wishes.
All right. You pass through the dancing room
Oh.
unaffected as
Oh my
Flynn's
God.
magic deafens you to
Yeah.
the enchantment here.
Guys, that's really dark. Do you think they danced until they died?
What?
What? I know. Yeah. Yeah.
As you guys cross the hall and it drops, and then almost like screams.
Yeah. Oh,
That's so sick, right? I mean, did they dance until they died?
You don't have to get anymore.
Oh, sorry.
but yeah, maybe. Probably.
Yes, I think that's definitely what
the
happened.
hands were like that, yeah.
Oh
Right.
man.
I wonder if it's the first time in my life I've been I've been glad not to hear music. But good thinking, Flynn.
I mean, you guys.
Yeah, good job.
Evil.
Great
That's
idea.
so. I was not expecting this. I was expecting zombies.
I honestly
and
thought it would
skeletons.
smash our
Well,
feet or something, but that's yes. It
yeah,
makes a lot
Well, I
more
mean,
sense.
who knows what the next.
There's still time because we've only been in like 2 areas and they all suck.
We'll have
That's
to
so
be.
crazy.
Right, probably not guillotine type
Oh,
traps
wait,
that we're looking
wait,
for.
wait. Were these different types of magics?
The first one was whispering, as we heard,
was
right?
like an
and then the
Trying to
second one was
control our
But
minds.
different classes of magic.
no. I think it's all
Different.
enchantments.
Okay.
Well, right?
Well, because maybe every place we are gonna come across is gonna be a
I'll-
different school
I'll
of
think.
magic.
I think those are both enchantments.
Yeah,
I do think those are both in.
Abjuration.
Make a Arcana check
Yeah.
for me.
Abjuration is shielding.
Yeah, abjuration, shielding, evocate. Yeah, I'll check.
Evocation, divination, illusion.
Illusion.
21.
Necromance.
The things that these two things had in mind, or in concert with one another, they ensnared the mind, which is the purview of the school of enchantment.
Yes. Yeah.
Which is what I picked up on.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The dominant force of magic on
Yeah,
this,
yeah.
in this area was
Well,
enchantment.
Right.
So
right.
far, enchantment, mind altering. If we have anything to like your
Ward against
sanctuary,
it. The sanctuary is the best tool. I
it doesn't seem like our protections helped. Maybe
think. No, well, it's not undead or
So close.
anything like that. I know. Yeah.
Also, moving forward, we should expect something in each room, each hallway, each door.
I wonder if it benefits us. Well, I don't know.
We're walking still.
Mhm.
The wind, it wouldn't have prevented us from hearing those voices. So, but a lot of this stuff does require the use of our senses. So let's keep that in mind, that we may wish to blind ourselves if it becomes necessary.
Or put things
Cool.
in our ears like what you did.
Yeah.
Well, I have, we just slept, so.
I'll pass out I'll tear up some
Some
gauze,
gauze.
Yeah.
pass it out, and
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
We need to plug our ears. That could save you some magic.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I'll hold it and I'll put it on my pocket.
Yeah, I'll take
Okay.
some.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, you guys put these things in your pocket, and you continue to walk along these halls.
Mhm.
8 schools of corrupted magic.
Hopefully we don't have to deal with
Maybe.
all of them.
And you arrive at a staircase that descends down.
Is this gonna be an evil staircase?
Probably.
Yes.
Assuredly.
And I'll step forward.
Okay.
At the bottom.
You step forward
Mhm.
and descend the staircase down. We'll see what you run into next. Welcome to hell.
Welcome to hell.
Welcome to my little fun house.
Thanks, I hate
Having
it.
way too much fun.
Oh, this is the list. Okay, cool. We'll see what the Agents of Repair run into next time. Thank
How
you
many
guys so much
spell
for
slots
watching.
am I gonna have left to fight Korven? Yeah.
Right? Hey,
Yeah,
we'll find out.
none.
Oh man, dude, those I was just like, oh,
No.
it's weird because they're not very specifically
It's very
from these
annoying.
creatures,
It's
which
an
is
annoying-
annoying.
Bye,
Bye.
Hey nerds, Russ here. Make sure to like, follow, and subscribe on all your favorite platforms so you never miss an episode. And don't forget to check out our merch store where we have some really cool stickers of all the cast characters and the logos so you can kind of throw it on a water bottle or on your laptop. And if you haven't already, check out our Patreon. We have really cool content on there that's exclusive to the patrons. It also gives you Discord access so you can talk to everyone about all the cool things going on in the world of Elbor. Bye, nerds.